Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our New Jersey Cheon One prayer vigil. Let's begin by greeting our family parents and true parents. Chun Jim, Champumoke, Kim Bado. We will now recite the family pledge, first in Korean.
가정맹세 3. 천일국 주인 우리정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
3. Our family, the owner of Cheongguk, pledge to perfect the four-gate realms of heart, the three-gate kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. For opening prayer, can I please ask Mr. Christopher Bush? Oh, can you please unmute?
Sorry. Dear loving Heavenly Parent, thank you so much for gathering us together this morning. This is such a special time that we can offer our gratitudes and dig deep into the words of our true mother, which flow straight from your heart. And we are our community, an online community, and we want to inspire each other to make an impact in the communities that we live in and the people we have influence with and over. As the kingdom of heaven is a kingdom of heart, and we want to build that world of heart together. We ask your guidance through this experience and through this preparation for this day. I impart this name of Christopher and Mary Bush, bless and true family. Ajin.
Ju, thank you so much for that opening prayer, Mr. Bush. All right, we'll get into our morning stretches. All right, we can start off with shaking out all our muscles, loosening it up. All right, and we'll start with a big stretch. We'll count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, now we'll go down to our neck. We'll do a 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, other way around, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder rotation going forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 1. Other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll cross our arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up and across. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 9, 8, 7, 5. And we'll do our wrist. 10, 9, 8, other way around. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, everyone, for those morning stretches. Hopefully everyone's wide awake and ready to join our breakout rooms and share our appreciation and gratitude for today. All right, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I had a great breakout room with Mrs. Ursula Hanlon and Mr. Louis Hilgard. To share, can I please ask Miss Ursula to share her appreciation and gratitude?
Good morning. All right, my sharing this morning is that I am so grateful I watched the Thanksgiving Day parade on this Thanksgiving. Unlike in other years, this year it was very family and child friendly, and in other years, I didn't like watching the parade at all because there were so many different agendas and inappropriate dancing and dresses. But this year it was very different. And actually, it gave me great hope for New York City. I felt like there is a real possibility for God to return to New York City. The people in New York City, they've been through so much in recent years, and somehow there was a transformation of heart. And I also contribute this to Milhan Stevens, who is the pastor of the Manhattan Family Church, and I watch his sermons occasionally. And I know that he has such a determination to save New York City, and that him and his community invest so much Johnson. So I just really, I felt inspired. So that's my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ursula, for your sharing. I would now like to call up Mr. Louis Hilgard for his appreciation and gratitude.
Hi, everyone. Just a greeting to say Louis and Hildegard are the Goodmansons. That's why we have that quote, the goodies. The Goodmansons wish Ursula a very special day in terms of her recognition of Milhan. Milhan is the son of Jim Stevens. Milhan has 3 children of his own now. Jim Stevens was key not only in being a good parent, but in helping many families receive an offering child from other couples. He helped make that possible by reaching out and saying, there's more to life than living. This living for the sake of others is transferring all that we gain in our lives, that our child can be greater than ourselves. So thank you all, and bye-bye.
Thank you so much for your gratitude and appreciation. We will now begin with the reading of True Mother's Memoir. Let's prepare our hearts and minds as we listen to Pastor Naokimi in the reading and the reflection. Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Happy Wednesday. Let's turn to the reading for today. Okay, so here's from the Mother of Peace. My last moment on earth is approaching. The foundation for our breakthroughs in the Kremlin and North Korea also includes the selfless work of European members. One day in the early 1980s, I received a one-page letter from one of them. It concluded with heart-rending words. My last moment on earth is approaching. This is the last greeting I give you here on earth. I will meet you in the spirit world. Please live a long and healthy life. This young man was behind the Iron Curtain in a communist prison, and this was his final letter, written just before his execution. The instant I read it, my body stiffened, as if my blood had turned cold and blue. My tears froze. I couldn't say anything. I felt like the fabled woman, Mang Bu-sok, who died and turned to stone, I just stood there. My husband and I had to quietly, secretly hold such beloved people in our hearts. As the true parents of all people, our path with theirs was perilous and desperate. Unable to talk with anyone about such things, we could only weep inside and proceed with broken hearts. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy kind of topic. Yeah, several things kind of stood out to me. The first part was continuing from yesterday. I feel Mother is acknowledging the sacrifice of members throughout the world for and connecting those sacrifices to the victories that our movement has had in, again, meeting Gorbachev and Kim Il-sung. All those victories, she connects to the Jeongseong and the sacrifice of our members, including those who had to give the greatest sacrifice of offering their lives for the mission. So she starts this passage with the foundation of our breakthroughs in the Kremlin in North Korea also includes the selfless work of European members. So I really feel, one time I remember, I think it was Mother who shared that uh, those who have lost their lives, the spirits of those who lost their lives, the heaviest thing for them is not having a kind of a purpose or reason for having lost their lives. But by really kind of acknowledging those sacrifices and connecting them for a higher purpose, it actually liberates those souls. Having said that, I think she also goes on to really, yeah, acknowledge the kind of the heaviness of kind of being responsible for the the lives of other people. I don't know for those who've experienced this before. I mean, anyone who has children may have this kind of experience, but when you're responsible for other people and when they go through suffering or sacrifice, it's really heavy on the person who's responsible. But as the central people, as true parents, all those kind of struggle, sacrifices, they come to them in terms of that spiritual burden and responsibility for those people. And yeah, she was expressing a little bit of how that's like, uh, really feeling completely cold, turning to stone was her expression of how this experience was. So I'm sure this is just one example. Um, but this last line of unable to talk with anyone about such things, we could only weep inside and proceed with broken hearts. So yeah, having to carry such weight, but still um, having to move forward, really because of their love and attendance to God and the vision that God has, still continuing. Most people, I think, may falter or stop in those kind of circumstances, but um, yeah, I'm really grateful for our true parents who continued despite carrying these kind of burdens. Lastly, I would like to say, the person who really offered their lives willingly, it's really remarkable. The kind of faith kind of reminds me of the early martyrs in Christianity, who, due to their faith, despite knowing the risk of persecution and even death, based on their faith, they would really continue holding strong and till the very end. And I feel like Mother is really honoring these martyrs who, for their faith, they gave the greatest sacrifice of their life. So I think, yeah, for me, it's yeah, it's just it's important to take a moment to really recognize and appreciate um these people of faith and love who have sacrificed their lives for the sake of the greater movement. That's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Narakini, for your greeting and your insight. Let's now join into our breakout rooms and share our takeaways from today's reading and Pastor Narakini's reflection. Welcome back, everyone. I had an amazing breakout room with Mr. Christopher Bush and Mr. Tyndall Baines. Can I please welcome up Mr. Tyndall Baines for his reflection for today?
Yeah, I was mentioning that I was really moved by these words of our true mother, because it just gives us such an intimate look into their lives. I was saying that, especially when things happen in my life, I can always talk to it. I can talk to my wife. I can talk to my friends, the other people that I can go to, outside of my immediate, like in my wife situation, I can talk to friends. But our true parents only had each other, and they had no one else to talk to. So they had to carry that burden just by themselves. And that I felt was just really so amazing. And I was also expressing such a gratitude for this opportunity to really have a chance to experience a little bit more intimately the heart of our true parents, and so that was my takeaway today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tyndall, for your heartfelt sharing. Can I now welcome up Mr. Christopher Bush for his reflection?
Yes. What struck me right while he was reading was that somehow this person who was getting ready to be executed was able to get his message out, and I'm sure True Mother was really impacted by this person's letter, but also they must be also burdened by so many people who've died unrighteously and were never able to communicate to anybody about it. So it's and then true parents taking responsibility for all the people that have gone through these circumstances and carrying that weight. And we, and still be able to keep hope that through us we can remedy the past. And, hopefully we can at least connect to that heart a little bit about what the burden that they've been feeling, and then not just to ignore what's going on, but to really try to connect to that heart. So.
Thank you so much, everyone, for their sharing and reflections for today. I would like to now pass it on to Pastor Takino at the New Jersey Chuncheon One Prayer Room.
Yeah, announcements? No. Okay. So no announcements for today. So let's just go into our prayer for this morning. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent and our beloved true parents, thank you and good morning. As we gather here as a community, we just want to really offer first our heartfelt gratitude to you for really guiding our lives, for being part of our lives, for the life and legacy of our true parents, really modeling the way and attending you and being steadfast in pursuing your dream and vision through their whole lives. This morning we read about the sacrifice of one of our members, early young members, who really gave their life for the sake of their faith and pursuing their mission in Europe. I pray that you can comfort the souls of all those who have offered their lives in this journey, and that those who are still here, that we can honor their sacrifice and really be able to take that to heart, and that it may really strengthen our resolve in continuing the mission and really working towards making the goal, the fruits of all that sacrifice, of building even one step closer to kingdom of heaven here on earth. Thank you for each of the members throughout our community and beyond in the world who have also continued this path of sharing your word, of sharing the blessing and the culture to ultimately be able to contribute to building that kingdom. So as we begin this day, just want to thank you for this moment to share in Mother's words, a window into her heart, into the true parent's heart, and that we can really start this day together with you in prayer and with our brothers and sisters together to really bring this heart, this culture, this understanding to in our lives and to those around us. So pray for a meaningful and productive day today for everyone. And I'd like to offer this prayer as a representative of everyone here, and in my name, Naokimi and Shukuko Shoroda of a Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Aju. Please feel free to unmute for ignition prayer.
아버지,
Tan difícil cuando pensamos en que cancelados toda la cortina de hierro arriesgado Jesús ascendió después de los 40 días de Pentecostés. Muchos hermanos y hermanas, discípulos de Jesús, salmo intervienen sus propias vidas. Ellos vivieron mantuvieron centrado en Dios. La idea era los misioneros clamor hacia Dios y entregando sus vidas puedas decir enormemente sus misericordioso Dios, pidió para dar testimonio al mundo comunista en diferentes lugares peligrosos también, en Medio Oriente, en África, porque ese sacrificio es nuestra Madre verdadera dijo que el sacrificio de las esposas que salieron por 3 años dejando a sus hijos atrás para hacer la misión para unificar Corea. El comunismo en Corea del Norte ya había sido invadida. Todos esos fundamentos completos contra la Unión Soviética.
Aju. Thank you, everyone. Well, that concludes for today's Cheon One prayer vigil. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. Hope to see everyone tomorrow, and I hope everyone has a happy Wednesday. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Have
a nice day. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Pastor Hakimi.
Yes,
Thank you.
Have a nice
wonderful day.
Have a nice day. Thank you, Janet.
Marina, have a nice day.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good day.
Wonderful testimony.
Lawyer, have a nice day.
Irene, good morning.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You, Hans.
Hi, Prosper.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Closing in 5.
With Marisa.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jeanette.